You won't believe what some people call a pet. We're talking about animals so dangerous, they could end your life before you even finish saying good boy. From killer reptiles to venom-packed cuties, this list will leave you stunned. These are 10 even scarier pets people actually own, part 2. Stick around till the end, because number 10 might just be the scariest pet yet. Casawary, living dinosaur bird. Imagine a fluffy 6-foot-tall bird with claws so sharp they make Freddy Krueger jealous. That's the Casawary, an Australian New Guinea giant nicknamed the living dinosaur. It runs at 30 miles per hour on powerful legs and has a 4 to 5 inch talon on each inner toe. In other words, it's like your grandma's pet emu, except this one could lop off a leg with a single kick. Cassawaries have even been called the world's most dangerous bird. And yes, one Florida man was tragically killed by his pet cassowary during a farm accident. Talk about a lethal peckishness. Even though they are usually shy, cassawaries aren't afraid to use those daggers to defend themselves. If that flightless dinosaur gave you goosebumps, just wait. Up next is a slithering serpent that could fry your phone with its venomous bite. King Cobra, venomous king of snakes. Say hello to the King Cobra, the longest venomous snake on Earth. Picture an 18-foot hissy, hooded serpent lounging in a fancy glass terrarium. These snakes aren't just long. Each adult carries enough venom to kill 11 full-grown humans. Yes, one bite from a king cobra can inject up to 400 to 500 milligrams of neurotoxic venom. That's enough to take out a small herd of prey or even an elephant. It's like playing roulette with glowing green poison, like one nibble and bang. Your history. King cobras have famously smooth heads and neurotoxin-rich fangs, so they don't even need to wrap around their victims. Think of them as the supervillains of the snake world. Slick, unpredictable, and deadly serious. From jungle serpents to jungle cats. If you think snakes are scary, our next pet proves that even a house cat-sized killer is not to be underestimated. Jaguar, the spotted skull crusher. Meet the Jaguar, a 200 to 300 pound big cat that looks a bit like a house cat's chonky cousin. It's all rosette spots and golden eyes until it bares its teeth, because jaguars pack the strongest bite force of any cat, around 1,500 pounds per square inch. That's like having a pneumatic crusher where its jaw is. They don't just bite necks. Jaguars famously sink their teeth through skulls and shells with equal ease. Ponder that next time you play with a Beanie Baby. These stealthy cats are ambush specialists. Silent, hypnotic prowl, then bam, they're on top of you. You might think tigers are scary, but jaguars are sneakier. Squat, stocky, and strong enough to drag prey up trees. Alright, phew, we survived the jungle cat. Now dive into the swamp. It's time for a predator that makes sneaky cats look almost cuddly. Saltwater Crocodile, living chainsaw. Take everything terrifying about an alligator and crank it up to 11. The saltwater crocodile is a toothy tank that can reach over 17 feet long, bigger than many cars, and weighs up to 2,000 pounds. These reptiles lurk in rivers and coasts, waiting patiently to ambush. Their bite is legendary, the strongest of any living creature. A 17-foot croc was measured delivering about 3,700 pounds of bite force, basically bench pressing a mid-sized car with its jaws. Imagine a snapping steel trap locked on your leg. And as Live Science notes, salties are involved in the greatest number of fatal attacks on humans. They can sprint short distances and even run on land briefly. Friendly? Not at all. Keeping one as a pet is like sliding a small tank in your living room, with jaws that can crush turtles, cars, or you in one bite. Yikes! Did that give you chills? How about cuddly forest monsters? Next up, hairy hulks with claws that'll make you regret every bear hug you ever gave. Bear, huggable nightmare. Bears might look like giant teddy bears, but trust us, they're more bear your doom than bear hugs. These massive mammals can weigh as much as a grand piano, 600 plus pounds for big boars, and have stronger bite arms than you have fears. In one shocking incident, a 350-pound pet black bear mauled its owner to death while she cleaned its cage. That's right, her teddy turned on her. Even smaller bears can dislocate jaws and swipe humans off their feet with one swipe of a paw. Imagine something that big, covered in fur, chasing you around the backyard, and then try to hug it for real. Yikes! We'll pass on any berry, terrifying questions here. Wow, from scary to even scarier. Now imagine a nightmare that's half spider, half lobster with needles at both ends. Scorpion, the 8-legged assassin. Creepy crawlers beware, scorpions are not your average woodshack bug. The Deathstalker scorpion, and its kin, is one of the most dangerous scorpions on the planet. They're tiny, only a few inches long, but carry enough venom to paralyze or kill prey, and potentially people. Their stinger injects a cocktail of neurotoxins. One sting feels like being shot with a tiny venom missile. Biologists describe the Deathstalker's dose as having a very low lethal dose, meaning even a drop can cause heart or lung failure in an unlucky victim, especially kids or allergic people. It's the size of a grape but armed with a biochemical syringe. People sometimes keep scorpions as exotic pets, but one sting and they'll learn very quickly why arachnophobia is the thing. From a desert killer to a rainforest beauty, or rather a deadly beauty. Next, a colorful frog that's fun to look at but fiendish to touch. Poison dart frog, tiny toxic bomb. Meet the poison dart frog, the jewel of the Amazon that's also a walking chemical lab. These little amphibians are brightly colored as a "don't touch me" warning. And for good reason. The Phyllobates species secretes batrachotoxin on its skin. Touch one, rub your eyes, or even smell your fingers. And your nervous system starts going haywire. Muscle convulsions, seizures, salivation, then complete paralysis. There's no antidote, so a bite or even contact can be fatal. Indigenous people know this. They coat blowgun darts with frog poison to hunt. In captivity, their poison can be traced in tiny droplets. In the wild, eating one frog can kill a human. Basically, this is a neon-colored frog disguised as Christmas candy, only to deliver an instant knockout punch to any predator or careless pet owner. Swimming from frogs to cephalopods? What if I told you the ocean's cutest creature could kill you in minutes? Blue-ringed octopus. Palms, fried cephalopod. Don't let its size fool you. The blue-ringed octopus is a deadly pint-sized assassin. These little 4-inch octopuses are as big around as a golf ball, but they carry some of the strongest venom known. Their saliva contains tetrodotoxin, 1,000 times more toxic than cyanide. One tiny bite, and you could be paralyzed and suffocate within minutes, with no antidote on Earth to save you. When threatened, they flash electric blue rings, a siren song you do not want to heed. Bonus, they fit in the palm of your hand, so a curious pet lover could easily slip one into a bowl by accident. Cute? Yes. Deadly? Absolutely. Handle one of these, and you might find yourself in the fast lane to Poisonville with the phrase, "I'm fine," on loop as you gasped for breath. From saltwater to fresh, get ready to be shocked by this next pet. Electric eel swimming dynamo. It's a fish. It's a snake. It's electric. The electric eel, actually a type of knife fish, looks like a scaly snake and can be 8 feet long. In captivity, owners have to be ready to suit up. An adult eel generates pulses up to 600 volts. That's like 5 of your home wall outlets zipped together. One hearty zap could make your heart skip. A very bad thing. Stop, or at least leave you twitching on the floor. There are rare reports of eel shocks causing heart failure or drowning when victims couldn't stay afloat. As How Stuff Works warns, it's possible to be incapacitated by one jolt. Imagine plugging your kettle into a live wirefish. Once they discharge, all the lights and your organs might go out. Keeping one in a tank is like having a DIY Tesla coil in your living room. And now for our final shocker, a fish that makes piranhas look like guppies. Piranha. Razor-toothed swarm. Last but not least, the piranha. Think of it as a school of fish-pack aggressive tiny terrors. A single red-bellied piranha is only 10 to 15 inches long, but in a feeding frenzy, dozens can strip flesh from a bone in seconds. Pound for pound, they have insanely powerful bites. For example, a 2.5-pound black piranha was measured delivering about 72 pounds of force with its bite. That's 30 times its body weight. Toothbrush bristles would not survive. They have rows of triangular teeth that mesh like razor blades. While they usually prefer fish and carrion, give them a drop of blood and watch them go into horror movie mode. Some adventurous folks do keep piranhas in home aquariums. Just don't stick your hand in the tank unless you want your wedding band gnawed off. It's like having a tiny flesh-eating Pac-Man squad as pets. That was 10 even scarier pets people actually own. Which one are you more scared of? Drop a comment, hit subscribe, and stick around for more animal-related content.